The Eve of St. Agnes by John Keats. I Street. Agnesڵ Eve Ah, bitter chill it was. The owl, for all his feathers, was a cold. The hare limpĺd trembling through the frozen grass, and silent was the flock in woolly fold. Numb were the Beadsmanĺs' fingers, while he told his rosary, and while his frosted breath, like pious incense from a censer old, Seemĺd, taking flight for heaven, without a death, passed the sweet Virginฬ's picture, while his prayer he saith. To his prayer he saith, this patient, holy man, then takes his lamp, and riseth from his knees, and back returneth, meagre, barefoot, wan, along the chapel aisle by slow degrees. The sculpturڵd dead, on each side, seem to freeze, emprisoned in black, purgatorial rails. Knights, ladies, praying in dumb oratĺries, he passeth by, and his weak spirit fails to think how they may ache in icy hoods and mails. 3 northward he turneth through a little door, and scarce 3 steps, ere musical's golden tongue flatterled to tears this aged man and poor. But no, already had his death-bell rung, the joys of all his life were said and sung. His was harsh penance on St. Agnesڵ Eve. Another way he went, and soon among rough ashes sat he for his soul's reprieve, and all night kept awake, for sinners' sake to grieve. Iv that ancient beadsman heard the prelude soft, and so it chancelled, for many a door was wide, from hurry to and fro. Soon, up, aloft, the silver, snarling trumpets elgin to chide. The level chambers, ready with their pride, were glowing to receive 1,000 guests. The carved angels, ever eager-eyed, startled, where upon their heads the cornice rests, with hair blown back, and wings put crosswise on their breasts. At length burst in the argent revelry, with plume, tiara, and all rich array, numerous as shadows haunting fairily the brain, new stuffed in youth, with triumphs gay of old romance. These let us wish away, and turn, sole-thoughted, to one lady there, whose heart had brooded, all that wintry day, on love, and wingled St. Agnesڵ's saintly care, as she had heard old dames full many times declare. They told her how, upon St. Agnesڵ Eve, young virgins might have visions of delight, and soft adorings from their loves receive upon the honeyed middle of the night, if ceremonies do they did aright, as, supperless to bed they must retire, and couch supine their beauties, lily white, nor look behind, nor sideways, but require of heaven, with upward eyes for all that they desire. 7 Full of this whim was thoughtful Madeline. The music, yearning like a god in pain, she scarcely heard. Her maiden eyes divine, fixed on the floor, saw many a sweeping train pass by, she heeded not at all. In vain came many a tiptoe, amorous cavalier, and back retireled, not cooled by high disdain, but she saw not. Her heart was otherwhere. She sighed for Agnesڵ dreams, the sweetest of the year. 8 She danced along with vague, regardless eyes, anxious her lips, her breathing quick and short. The hallowed hour was near at hand. She sighs amid the timbrels, and the thronged resort of whisperers in anger, or in sport. Elmid looks of love, defiance, hate, and scorn, hoodwinkled with fairy fancy, all amort, save to St. Agnes and her lambs unshorn, and all the bliss to be before tomorrow morn. So, purposing each moment to retire, she lingered still. Meantime, across the moors, had come young Porphyro, with heart on fire for Madeline. Beside the portal doors, buttressed from moonlight, stands he, and implores all saints to give him sight of Madeline, but for one moment in the tedious hours, that he might gaze and worship all unseen. Perchance speak, kneel, touch, kiss, in sooth such things have been. He ventures in. Let no buzzled whisper tell. All eyes be muffled, or 100 swords will storm his heart. Lovel's Feverous citadel. For him, those chambers held barbarian hordes, hyena foemen, and hot-blooded lords, whose very dogs would execrations howl against his lineage. Not one breast affords him any mercy, in that mansion foul, save one old beldam, weak in body and in soul. 11 Ah, happy chance! The aged creature came, shuffling along with ivory-headed wand, to where he stood, hid from the torch's flame, behind a broad hall pillar, far beyond the sound of merriment and chorus bland. He startled her. but soon she knew his face, and grasped his fingers in her palsied hand, saying, O mercy, Porphyro! Hie thee from this place. A thee are all here tonight, the whole blood-thirsty race. 12 O get hence! Get hence! Theryl's dwarfish Hildebrand. Ohe had a fever late, and in the fit Ohe cursed thee and thine, both house and land. Othan Theryl's that old Lord Maurice, not a whit o more tame for his grey hairs, alas me. Flit, flit like a ghost away. Oa, gossip dear, a wellra safe enough. Here in this armchair sit, own tell me how O good saints! Not here, not here. O follow me, child, or else these stones will be thy bier. O 13 He followed through a lowly arched way, brushing the cobwebs with his lofty plume, and as she muttered Ole well a day, he found him in a little moonlight room, pale, latticed, chill, and silent as a tomb. Now tell me where is Madeline, said he, tell me, Angela, by the holy loom which none but secret sisterhood may see, often they Saint Agnesڵ wool are weaving piously. 14 Ost. Agnes. Ah, it is Saint Agnesڵ Eve Oyat men will murder upon holy days. Thou must hold water in a wishel sieve, owned be liege lord of all the elves and fays, venture so, it fills me with amaze see thee, Porphyro. Saint Agnesڵ Eve, Godal's help, my lady fair the conjurer plays this very night, good angels her deceive. But let me laugh a while, ilve mickle time to grieve. 15 Feebly she laugheth in the languid moon, while Porphyro upon her face doth look, like puzzled urchin on an aged crone who keepeth closel the wanderhouse. Riddlebook, as spectacled she sits in chimney nook, but soon his eyes grew brilliant, when she told his lady's purpose, and he scarce could brook tears, at the thought of those enchantments cold, and Madeline asleep in lap of legends old. 16 Sudden a thought came like a full-blown rose, flushing his brow, and in his pained heart made purple. Riot. Then doth he propose a stratagem, that makes the beldam start. A cruel man and impious thou art. Sweet lady, let her pray, and sleep, and dream one with her good angels, far apart from wicked men like thee. Go, go, I deem thou canst not surely be the same that thou didst seem. 17 will not harm her, by all saints I swear. Quoth Porphyro, may I neller find grace often my weak voice shall whisper its last prayer. If one of her soft ringlets I displace, or look with ruffian passion in her face, good Angela, believe me by these tears. Or I will, even in a momential space, awake, with horrid shout, my foemenel's ears, beard them, though they be more fangled than wolves and bears. 18 Why wilt thou affright a feeble soul? A poor, weak, palsy-stricken, churchyard thing, whose passing bell may ere the midnight toll. Whose prayers for thee, each morn and evening, aware never missled. Thus plaining, doth she bring a gentler speech from burning Porphyro, so waffle, and of such deep sorrowing, that Angela gives promise she will do whatever he shall wish, betide her weal or woe. 19 Which was, to lead him, in close secrecy, even to Madelinel's chamber, and there hide him in a closet, of such privacy that he might see her beauty unespied, and win perhaps that night a peerless bride, while legion fairies paceled the coverlet, and pale enchantment held her sleepy-eyed. Never on such a night have lovers met, since Merlin paid his demon all the monstrous debt. Oit shall be as thou wishest, said the dame. Old cates and dainties shall be stored there quickly on this feast night. By the tambour frame or own lute thou wilt see. No time to spare, for I am slow and feeble, and scarce dare such a catering trust my dizzy head. Wait here, my child, with patience, kneel in prayer while, thou must needs the lady wed, or may I never leave my grave among the dead. 21 So saying, she hobbled off with busy fear. The lover's endless minutes slowly passed. The dame returned, and whispered in his ear to follow her, with aged eyes aghast from fright of dim espial. Safe at last, through many a dusky gallery, they gain the maidenel's chamber, silken, hushilt, and chaste, where Porphyro took covert, pleasel domain. His poor guide hurried back with agues in her brain. 22 Her faltering hand upon the balustrade, old Angela was feeling for the stair, when Madeline, St. Agnesĺ charmed maid, rose, like a mission spirit, unaware, with silver taper's light, and pious care, she turned, and down the aged gossip led to a safe level matting. Now prepare, young Porphyro, for gazing on that bed. She comes again, like ringed of frailt and fled. 23 Out went the taper as she hurried in. Its little smoke, in pallid moonshine, died. She closed the door, she panted, all akin to spirits of the air, and visions wide, no uttered syllable, or woe betide. But to her heart was voluble, paining with eloquence her balmy side, as though a tongueless nightingale should swell her throat in vain, and die, heart stifled, in her dell. 24 A casement high and triple arched there was, all garlanded with carven meagres of fruits, and flowers, and bunches of knot grass, and diamonded with panes of quaint device, innumerable of stains and splendid dyes, as are the tiger mothel's deep damaskilled wings, and in the midst, elmong thousand heraldries, and twilight saints, and dim emblazonings, a shielded scutcheon blushled with blood of queens and kings. 25 Full on this casement shone the wintry moon, and threw warm gules on Madelinel's fair breast, as down she knelt for heavenel's grace and boon. Rose bloom fell on her hands, together pressed, and on her silver cross soft amethyst, and on her hair a glory, like a saint. She Seemĺd a splendid angel, newly doctorist, save wings, for heaven. Porphyro grew faint. She knelt, so pure a thing, so free from mortal taint. 26 Anon his heart revives. Her vespers done, of all its wreathed pearls her hair she frees, unclasps her warmed jewels one by one, loosens her fragrant bodice, by degrees her rich attire creeps, rustling to her knees, half hidden, like a mermaid in seaweed, pensive awhile she dreams awake, and sees, in fancy, fair Saint Agnes in her bed, but dares not look behind, or all the charm is fled. 27 Soon, trembling in her soft and chilly nest, in sort of wakeful swoon, perplexed she lay, until the poppied warmth of sleep oppressed her soothed limbs, and soul fatigued away, flown, like a thought, until the morrow day, blissfully havened both from joy and pain, clasped like a missile where swart paynims prey, blinded alike from sunshine and from rain, as though a rose should shut, and be a bud again. 28 Stolen to this paradise, and so entranced, Porphyro gazed upon her empty dress, and listened to her breathing, if it chanced to wake into a slumberous tenderness, which when he heard, that minute did he bless, and breathed himself. Then from the closet crept, noiseless as fear in a wide wilderness, and over the hushelt carpet, silent, stepped, and eltween the curtains peopled, where, lo! how fast she slept. 29 Then by the bedside, where the faded moon made a dim, silver twilight, soft he set a table, and, half anguished, threw thereon a cloth of woven crimson, gold, and jet. Oh, for some drowsy Morphean amulet! The boisterous, midnight, festive clarion, the kettledrum, and far-heard clarinet, affray his ears, though but in dying tone, the hall door shuts again. And all the noise is gone. XXX And still she slept in azure-lidded sleep, in blanched linen, smooth, and lavenderled, while he from forth the closet brought a heap of candied apple, quince, and plum, and gourd with jellies soother than the creamy curd, and lucent syrups, tinct with cinnamon, manna and dates, in argosy transferred from Fez, and spiced dainties, every one, from silken Samarcand to cedarled Lebanon. 31 These delicates he heaped with glowing hand on golden dishes and in baskets bright of wreathed silver. Sumptuous they stand in the retired quiet of the night, filling the chilly room with perfume light. Owned now, my love, my seraph fair, awake! Ah, thou art my heaven, and I thine eremite. O open thine eyes, for meek Saint Agnesĺ Eve, or I shall drowse beside thee, so my soul doth ache. O 32 Thus whispering, his warm, unnerved arm sank in her pillow. Shaded was her dream by the dusk curtains. Eltwas a midnight charm impossible to melt as iced stream. The lustrous salvers in the moonlight gleam, broad golden. Fringe upon the carpet lies, it Seemĺd he never could redeem from such a steadfast spell his ladyl's eyes, so muscled awhile, entwalled in woofed fantasies. 33 Awakening up, he took her hollow lute, tumultuous, and, in chords that tenderest be, he plailed an ancient ditty, long since mute, in Provence called, O la belle dame sans mercy. Oh, close to her ear touching the melody, wherewith disturbed, she uttered a soft moan. He ceased, she panted quick, and suddenly her blue afraid eyes wide open shone. Upon his knees he sank, pale as smooth sculptured stone. 34 Her eyes were open, but she still beheld, now wide awake, the vision of her sleep. There was a painful change, that nigh expelled the blisses of her dream so pure and deep, at which fair Madeline began to weep, and moan forth witless words with many a sigh, while still her gaze on Porphyro would keep, who knelt, with joined hands and piteous eye, fearing to move or speak, she looked so dreamingly. 35 Porphyro, oh, said she, oh, but even now a thee voice was at sweet tremble in mine ear, oh, made tunable with every sweetest vow. Owned those sad eyes were spiritual and clear, oh, how changled thou art! How pallid, chill, and drear! Oh, jive me that voice again, my Porphyro, oh, those looks immortal, those complainings dear. Ooh, leave me not in this eternal woe, oh, for if thou diest, my love, I know not where to go. Oh, 36 Beyond a mortal man impassioned far at these voluptuous accents, he arose, ethereal, flushlit, and like a throbbing star seen mid the sapphire heavenel's deep repose. Into her dream he melted, as the rose blendeth its odor with the violet, solution sweet. Meantime the frost wind blows like Lovel's alarum pattering the sharp sleet against the window panes. Saint Agnesorszál moon hath set. 37 Eltis dark, quick pattereth the flaw-blown sleet. Ah, this is no dream, my bride, my Madeline. O Eltis dark, the iced gusts still rave and beat. Oh, no dream, alas! Alas! And woe is mine. O Porphyro will leave me here to fade and pine. O cruel! What traitor could thee hither bring? Oi! Curse not, for my heart is lost in thine. Ah, thou forsakest a deceived thing. O a dove forlorn and lost with sick unpruned wing. O 38 O me Madeline! Sweet dreamer, lovely bride, O say, may I be for aye thy vassal blessed? A thee beauteous shield, heart chapelled and vermeil dyed? O a silver shrine, here will I take my rest after so many hours of toil and quest. O a famishèd pilgrim, saved by miracle. Ah, thou I have found, I will not rob thy nest, O saving of thy sweet self. If thou thinkest well ought O trust, fair Madeline, to no rude infidel. O 39 O ark. Eltis an elfin storm from fairyland, oof haggard seeming, but a boon indeed. Oratĺries, arise. The morning is at hand. Oth bloated. Wassailers will never heed. O let us away, my love, with happy speed. Other are no ears to hear, or eyes to see. O drowned all in Rhenish and the sleepy mead. O awake, arise, my love, and fearless be. O for o'er the southern moors I have a home for thee. OXL she hurried at his words, beset with fears, for there were sleeping dragons all around, at glaring watch, perhaps, with ready spears down the wide stairs a darkling way they found. In all the house was heard no human sound. A chain-drupeled lamp was flickering by each door. The arras, rich with horseman, hawk, and hound, fluttered in the besieging window's uproar, and the long carpets rose along the gusty floor. XLI they glide, like phantoms, into the wide hall. Like phantoms, to the iron porch, they glide, where lay the porter, in uneasy sprawl, with a huge empty flagon by his side. The wakeful bloodhound rose, and shook his hide, but his sagacious eye an inmate owns, by one, and one, the bolts full easy slide. The chains lie silent on the footworn stones, the key turns, and the door upon its hinges groan. XLII and they are gone. Ages long ago these lovers fled away into the storm. That night the Baron dreamt of many a woe, and all his warrior guests, with shade and form of witch, and demon, and large coffin worm, were long be-nightmareled. Angela the old died palsy twitched, with meagre face deform. The beadsman, after 1000 Avs told, for I unsought for slept among his ashes cold.